Hello students, let us start with the new subtopic from the chapter Introduction to Dosage Form, that is New Drug Delivery Systems. So before going to the actual topic, just we'll take a recap of whatever covered. So we have discussed up till now various monophasic and biphasic liquid dosage form, silent features of semi-solid dosage form, and how they differ from the other dosage form. So today we will see regarding different new drug delivery systems such as implant, liposome, nanoparticle, filament strips, erythrocytes, prodrug, sustained release system, and controlled release system. So what are these novel drug delivery system or new drug delivery system? So new drug delivery system delivered or aim at maximizing the drug effectiveness or minimizing its side effect. Means due to the application of this new drug delivery system, the drug effectiveness may get increased and there is a minimizing the side effect of that particular drug. So these are some modern dosage form. So first we will see what are implants. So this is the example of an implant. So implants are the hypodermic tablet or placed under the dermis or skin by a minor surgery. Means you have to do a small operation to administer such implants in order to release the drug over a prolonged period of time. Now magnetically controlled implants have been developed which can be opened or closed in order to release the drug or to stop the release of the drug. Implant which are in capsule form consist of body and cap. It can be opened or placing a magnet on the skin and moving in the desired direction. These implants are placed in the upper thigh at a depth of 5 mm. These implants are useful mostly in the hormone therapy. If there is a hormonal imbalance in the body, such type of dosage form can be used. The next is the liposome. So liposome used in the disease mostly malaria, tuberculosis and amoebiasis. So in such type of condition mostly they are used. Liposome entrapped insulin active orally and can be replaced by the intramuscular administration of the insulin. This was traditionally mostly insulin is injected by the use of the injection, but now it is possible that you can take insulin orally also with the help of liposome as a modern dosage form. Liposome can be used to transport radiopharmaceuticals and immunoglobulin. Next, so what is immunoglobulin? These are the protein which gives which mostly used in the to increase the immunity of that particular person against the disease. Liposome can be used to transport functional DNA and RNA molecule into the cell. Liposome, that is the dianomycin, has longer duration of action than the free dianomycin, which is used in the treatment of cancer, that is the neoplasia. Liposome entract actinomycin D and nitrogen mustard are most effective than the parent drug. Means what? Again they are used in the cancer therapy. Actinomycin is one of the drug from the class that is the antibiotic. So it is used to cure the cancer when it is given in the form of a liposome. So these are some examples or the images of the liposome. This is the phospholipid double layer, and the drug gets entrapped into this cavity and may release the drug. Nanoparticles, these are having the diameter size between 200 to 500 mm. The system consists of a drug and a carrier to deposit the drug at the target site. The carriers used are macromolecules like human serum albumin or bovine serum albumin. So this is the protein material. Fluorescein isothiocyanate nanoparticle have been used to incorporate cytotoxic agent in the tumor cell. What is the purpose in cancer treatment? We have to destroy that tumor cell. So therefore cytotoxic agents are used in the form of a nanoparticle. Then these are the film and strips. So this is the image of a film. Film and strip meant for application for the slow release of drug over the predetermined period of time. These becoming are now, these are very famous now or popular. Example is the buccal strip. You have to apply this buccal strip under the mouth or in this region from inside. Sublingual tablet you have to place on the tongue, that is called as the sublingual tablet. So these are now replaced with the buccal strips. Means you should not use the tablet, and instead of that tablet you must go through the buccal strips. It consists of thin absorbent base and fabrics, filter paper and cotton. Buccal strip is made in contact with the buccal mucosa. This is the buccal mucosa for about 15 minutes and then remove and discard. So this is the administration mode or how to administer that particular buccal strip. Then spray bandage. These are prepared by spraying the solution of drug in polylactide. Solution is then packed into the aerosol container. So this is the aerosol container with propellant inside. Means you have to prepare the aerosol along with the propellant. Means propellant is must for the aerosol. That is the example dichloro-difluoromethane. This is the propellant used for the aerosol. When the solution is sprayed, it will be a comfortable bandage which is easily washed off with the help of a warm water. Means it forms a bandage over the wound, so it protects the wound with the help of this type of bandage. Then erythrocytes. So this is the red blood cells in your blood. As the lifespan of erythrocyte is 120 days, therefore it is used as a dosage form. When the drug is encapsulated in the erythrocyte, the drug gets leaked out of the cell wall. This is the cell wall, and the drug will come out of this cell wall. The drug released for a prolonged period of time, and it can be sent to the specific target sites. Means if there is a swelling in the hand, it will go to the hand likewise. Application. The resealed erythrocytes of asparaginase have shown good result in the asparaginase dependent leukemia, that is one of the blood cancer. Resealed erythrocytes of methotrexate is one of the drug for the use of a cancer therapy, and it can be tried in the cancer therapy in the form of a erythrocyte. Then prodrug. The compound that shows desirable pharmacological activity after its metabolism is called as the prodrug. The prodrug are used to increase the solubility, stability and viability of the parent drug. masking the unpleasant taste and odor of the parent drug and reducing its toxicity. So these are some examples. Chloramphenicol palmitate, the prodrug of chloramphenicol, means parent drug is what? Chloramphenicol, and the prodrug is chloramphenicol palmitate, is used in the preparation of a pediatric suspension, that is the suspension used for the children's. Testosterone cypionate, prodrug of testosterone. Next example, procaine penicillin G or benzathine penicillin G are the product of the penicillin. The next is the sustained release dosage form or controlled release dosage form. This is the difference. In case of sustained release, onset of action is slow and duration of action is less. In this case, onset of action is fast and longer duration of action. Frequency of dosing is more. Frequency of dosing is less in case of controlled release. Means you have to take this for so many times, 2, 3 times, 5 times likewise. And here you have to take only 1 or 2 of a dosage. Means only you have to take this in the morning or at night likewise. Means the frequency of dosing is less. Dose concentration in plasma is not maintained, means the constant amount of drug is not there in the blood, and here the therapeutically effective and constant concentration of drug in the plasma is maintained. Here the rate of release is not at the predetermined rate. Here the rate is not predetermined. The tablet have not decided that this much drug is released in 2 hours or 5 hours, and in this case the rate of release at predetermined rate, means here it is already predetermined when to release the tablet, after 2 hours, after 3 hours likewise. It prolongs the release of the drug and it controls the release of the drug. It means it is our will whether to dissolve that particular drug after 2 hours or 3 hours. Example here is a sustained release tablet and here is the transdermal patch. Next is the controlled drug delivery system in detail. Controlled drug delivery systems are devices which are formed by embedding the drug within the polymetric matrix so that it will get released slowly over a very long period of time. That is the transdermal patch. Already we have seen that example. The polymeric matrices used to hold the drug reversibly are polyethylene, silicon, elastomer and cellulose ester. Means these are the material which are used as a storage material for the drug. They control the drug delivery modules are punctured before the administration with the laser beam to make the small orifice of a few micron in diameter to release the drug. Means with the help of a laser beam you have to puncture that system or that elastomer with the help of a small laser beam, and it will get punctured and release the drug. So this we have discussed in this session, that is novel drug delivery system like implants, liposome, nanoparticle, etc. So these are some fill in the blanks for you. You should answer to this. So frequently asked question, write short note on new drug delivery system, applications of liposome, explain prodrug, nanoparticle, etc. So you can also refer these books. So till then, goodbye. Thank you.